Hi everyone, Dorota Nail, international nail artist and educator here, and today we are gonna be playing with some transfer foil and a layered look. You really wanted to learn more of those type of designs and I hope you really enjoy it, so have a preview of it in here. Absolutely awesome and quick to do it, so let's start.
Desire Nails is the proud sponsor of this episode because your nails deserve luxury.
Look guys how pretty it is. I'm just going to show you from different angles because there is quite a lot of stuff going on. So it's like a 3D look, there is chromes and transfer foil, lots of stuff. And I show you how to achieve this look, like, because I think it is a really fantastic way to do some nail art. So I will start with the plain tips, and just because I don't show you that often, I've got plain tips in here, and what I'm usually doing is like I'm touching them up at the free edge because you don't want to have those kind of sticking out the bits and pieces, and I do taper them just a touch on the free edge as well, because otherwise they look quite chunky and heavy. So just a small touch. Okay, my next step would be to grab the buffer and just buff the entire surface. Now, excuse my nails as well, they are kind of due to be get done, and in between recording I'm running and planting the surfinias and petunias in the garden, so doing all sorts of different things, but the weather is spoiling us so much. So just clean this one off as well. And then we're ready for a first part. So I want to use the 274 color, which is like a wee purpley color. Actually quite nice. And I like it because we can create a really amazing background that way. And on the client, I will just finish filing client nails and then do it. Doesn't matter if it's a gel overlay, the natural nails, or if it will be extension. I will just finish the nails in the meal keeping color. Meal keeping color is gonna, you don't have to apply it white, it will really give you a same nice and beautiful results. So that's what I would use for the background. Of the natural nails, yes, you need to actually apply it something on the nail plate, and that would be either a base gel and white gel polish. One layer should be enough, and then do those kind of sponging background. So I've got my sponge in here, and it is placed on the back of the form because the form removes all the fluffy bits and pieces. And I want to get it quite pigmented, so one layer is not going to be enough. As you can see, the sponge always absorbs tiny bit of the product, so the color is much lighter. It's not too bad, but as I say, I want much more intense results. So cure it, and then repeat on this one. Always keep these parts of the sponge clean, so when you're working on the actual finger, these parts are touching the actual finger. Okay, so touch, touch. If someone has very deep nail folds, you could just go with the small brush around it, and then you don't have to push the sponge that deeply in. But I do demonstrate this technique a lot in a salon, and you guys seen me using it on a real fingers, real clients. You don't need to necessarily bring in more products because your sponge still has lots of it. So quite often I would just dab it in what I've got in there. And then just repeat that on this nail too. So just bring in more color in there. Fantastic. And this is how I store my sponges. I would just hide it away from the sun. Here my next step is to, oh, that wasn't, okay, I have touched up the wrong one. So touch up this one. Sorry, we had the phone going on, and this is how you do it when the things are disturbing in the background. So let's cook it. Put this away now, and the first one is ready. So I'm gonna grab my top coat now, and it is a High Shine No Wipe Top Gel. Mine is really still at the end, but I've got quite a lot in there, so I'm gonna use it till the last drop. Tell me guys if you use the product till the last drop as well. So to be able to use the product to the last drop, I tend to keep the bottle on the side. Then I can kind of, I may actually show you guys. So I keep the bottle on the side and then I'm just dipping in like this. And this way I can really get all the last drops of the product. When you apply the top coat for a chrome, make sure you do really inspect it, especially like, you know, when the top coat isn't the brand new and fresh, like you don't want any bits and pieces in there. And then cook it. Do the same in here. And you can see it, like my brush is actually loaded with the product now because the top coat have been twisted for some time. Perfect. You want to cure your top coat for 60 seconds for a chrome to work its nicest. But in the meantime, I'm gonna prepare my mixing palette. So I'm just gonna clean what I've got in here. And then do the mixture of the transfer foil gel glue. So like a scoop of this one. And because it is quite difficult to paint it with the clear one, but this one takes a foil like absolutely amazing and is easy even for a beginner, I'm just going to add the drop of the black transfer foil into it so you can guys see it, what I'm painting. I also find that it is the easiest one for me to do it as well for salon designs. Like it is so quick and fast. I'm actually going to grab a drop more. That is perfect. And then my tip is ready for the chrome. So we are gonna use Aurora chrome over it. And you can see the difference, like how it looks without of chrome and how it looks where the chrome is over it. So it's changed the color so slightly, plus it makes it much more interesting. And I think like with every design, until you don't know the steps, the things are looking quite complicated, difficult, or we might think like, oh, how this is done. It is very simple design, like I would say it's made out of very easy elements, like nothing over complicated in here. I will just break it down for you. So that's the chrome wrapped in, and then just the same in this one. Perfect. So on this nail we are gonna go and start painting our flower background. And I'm just gonna grab the detailer brush. Okay, and then start with the flower. So I'm grabbing my mixture and the detailer brush. I'm gonna paint like a half a flower and some kind of leaves in here. So the first petals, I wanted it to be like a messy heart shape. This is the best way how I would describe it. So like it looks almost like a heart shape, but it's a bit messy. And then squeeze another petal in here. And another one in there. Is it visible? Quite hard. Just to show you the shape. Obviously we are painting on top of the chrome, so the things are quite difficult. And then I'm just painting like a leaf shape. I've got 1, 2, and then I'm gonna pre-long them. And I think that's plenty. So let's cook it. On this ones, I'm only gonna go with the leaves because I want the things to keep delicate. So a leaf. Another one. And another one. Okay, so 3 leaves. And then on that one, I'm gonna go with the similar flower, maybe just so slightly bigger, so I'm just gonna get more petals. So the first one, heart shape. and just color it in. You don't need to be precise also, like placing those petals. Here is a next petal. Because they are just a background. I'm just enlarging them so slightly, so you don't want to place it too close first of all, because you don't know how much room you are gonna need. And then just a partial petal in here. And then another one in there. There we are. Now we're needing some leaves here as well. Actually, I can enlarge this one more. And then leaves. One going that direction. And then the other one going this direction. And then something coming down the way. Okay, and this way we have created our background. As you can see it on the chrome, the gel is kind of shrinking a little bit, so you need to paint it pretty fast. Okay, the first two are ready. So my next step is to grab the Foil Up Metallics. Oh gosh, I was supposed to tell you guys on the beginning of the video what we're using. Sorry, I keep forgetting it. Yeah, so it's a Foil It Up Metallics, because there is also another one, but this one is Metallics. And as you can see, I've got like an orangey holographic one and a pink holographic one. So I'm using the pink holographic one, this one, and then the gold. Okay, cut a small piece of it. I'm cutting very small piece because I do have some already cut as well in here. And then we are gonna transfer it. So you just take the foil, place it there and just rub it. Like, make sure this is wrapped in everywhere, because it's almost like a 3D. And you can see it, how amazing it looks. Even just like that, like it looks perfect. Okay, do it on another one. I might actually still reuse that piece. So with this gel which we have choose for it, you don't have to be really fussy. Like the transfer foil takes really extremely well, even for a beginners, like a very easy gel to work with. But it does spreads more, so the black is more precise. But for salon work, like I do mainly use the transfer foil gel glue, because it's so much faster. And you know, in case like clients touch their fingers or they don't hold it the way they should, like you are not risking to make any mistake. I'm just holding it and kind of wiggling a little bit one side, other side. Okay, another piece. Just because the design is almost like a 3D, so don't forget about it. Like, brilliant. Okay, we're ready for the next step. So our next step is just to grab our mixture again. And what I'm doing now is I'm just going around those transfer foil. Is it visible? Yes, perfectly. I have to kind of keep checking and pulling it away from the light, just so you can guys see it. Honestly, I'm just going around it. And in meantime here, I'm just squeezing it like a wee tiny leaf in gold. Like, it is gonna be gold, because that's what we are gonna use it next. And then here, around the flower, let me show you the flower that way, here. So in the flower, what I'm doing now is I'm outlining it in those heart shape, and I'm just creating like a wee small indent, like get that petal better shaped, like with a small touch of the gold inside. So inside and then outside. But the inside part has to be microscopic. And then cook this one. I'm just going to show you that here one more, or actually I show you on the ones which I have already transferred, just so you know what I'm doing. So you can see it, get me the right light. Here we are. So you can see it, I'm doing like outside and then just like a small, no, Patrick, the lighting is perfect. It's just
so
too much. No, it's not dark. It's actually too bright. I think that's what is the problem.
Yeah, but on the camera it looks like it's dark. Maybe
Is it?
because you saw too much light.
Too much light. I think it's too much light. That's why. So that's the thing. Sometimes like it's quite difficult, especially when we're showing such a shiny things. But I will try, or cat eyes. But I'm trying to always explain it as well as possible, so you can also use your imagination for the things. Because I think then it's easier. Okay, a couple of those leaves. And now let's do this flower. So this one actually looks very interesting. So I'm just gonna do a couple of the dots inside. I actually love this flower. And then just go around it. Try to keep it nice and thin because the gel spreads a little bit as well. Get those wee dent in there. And another dent in there. So I'm kind of placing those dents usually on those places where there is this heart shape. This one is ready. This one is cooking. Oh no, I touched it and I destroyed everything. I did probably. Sorry, I just had to check it. I will see once the foil transfer. The tip did fell down in the lamp. But if we did destroy it, I will show you how to fix it. So I think with all the nail art, guys, it is always about like how we fix the things. Because we all do mistakes all the time. You know, sometimes the client might touch it or do something in the lamp. Sometimes we do mistakes. So as long as we know how to fix it and we do not leave the client with the mistake, this is absolutely fine. And you know what, guys, I'm just thinking, after looking on this design, it will look almost fantastic, like on zebra print. And that way as well, like absolutely crazy. See, and this is how the ideas are born again. So you see me sometimes, like when we do one set of the nails, then this next one is going to be kind of similar products and medias used, but completely different. So this one got this... Oh gosh, I'm talking too fast, sorry. This design got inspired by those nails. Okay, when I had some texture, but I wanted different background, and then I thought, let's do it even more 3D. This is how my brain kind of create those designs. Gold transfer foil, and you can see it. Wow. Okay, so it creates like a wee frame, but look how interesting it is. Fantastic. This one is ready, and the other ones are ready too. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to do leaf by leaf just because my foil is used and I don't want to miss too much. Again, if I would be extremely fussy about the design, I would recommend it using fresh piece of the foil each time, so you don't get it bended, because once it's bended, like here, you can see it, it is bended. Those bends are visible actually in the design as well. Okay. And then this one, so this one fell down in a lamp, and we are gonna re-inspect it and see how the foil turned it out on this one. Maybe it did manage to cure enough to don't get smudged. I will know in a second. If it did, it means I'm lucky. Actually, I am probably lucky. Yes, I am quite lucky. The damage isn't like big. It's mainly, maybe just in here, but it's not gonna be visible that much. Okay, we can move on into the next step, but I'm still gonna show you how pretty it is, just like this. Wow, look at this. I think this is the most satisfying part when you can see it so zoomed in. So my next step is to take a top coat and just apply through the entire design. Okay, just apply it over the entire design because we need to protect our chrome. The Aurora chrome is not protected yet. So in this case, I'm protecting the chrome and I'm also protecting the transfer foil. And then let's cure it, 60 seconds. I actually love this one. And I like those big chunky leaves. I think they are great. There we are. And then cook this one. And this one is so pretty too, like so elegant. I think we could do all set like this too. And then cure it. Grab a drop of the top coat. And then the Tyler brush. So I'm just going to clean it off from the transfer foil. And I'm using a wipe which has a drop of the UV cleanser. Just a tiny bit because otherwise it will make it difficult for you to paint with the product. And what we're doing now is we are filling up the leaves with this top coat. So top coat on top of the top coat. I suggest you do maybe 2-3 at the time and then cure it. Okay, look how, I'm just gonna again get the right angle. So look how it looks now. And then when we put the top coat, it becomes even prettier. It's almost like a gem. Okay, now I'm just gonna do my job without of showing you at the different angles because you know how it looks now. And then I show you them once they all finished. Okay, I'm also picking up a small scoop and I'm just gonna go on the one side of this one. And then inside the flower, I'm just gonna drag like a very thin lines, as thin as you can get it, because your top coat is gonna spread. So as thin as you can get it. And then freeze it. Again, in this flower, I'm just gonna try to find the right angle. So just like a small thin lines. Like as thin as you can get it. Especially that if it is warm, the top coat is gonna run very, very, very fast. And I find it the gel would be just too heavy, too bulky. I don't like those kind of texture nails with too much bulk on it. So you can see it, the lines are quite clearly visible on the flower, but they are very delicate. And then do a line in here, just on the one side. And same when doing those kind of shell design, I do prefer it working with thin lines because it still looks so pretty. Okay, this one. So enlarge the wee stone, which is inside. Then I can start showing you the full set of those pretty nail art. This will be my ring finger. just a touch on one side. This one is the, no, so we've got index now, this one ring finger. I'm not sure if I didn't say it wrong. There we are, and then the wee pinky, and I love pinky for those simple look. I think I could wear it as this design as well, like with this look and this look definitely, because it's so nice and so delicate. I love this one so much, my favorite one, I think. But I want to show you this design again from all sort of different angles, because it is just crazy. So much stuff going on in here, but still not tacky, not over the top, like, you know, we don't like those kind of looks. And I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed it. If you like the products I have used, they are available on our website, and we do post internationally. I'm sending you huge glittery hugs and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!